and he named this tour the Hump. Now, Larry left North Carolina back at the beginning of April. He arrived here in Phoenix just this afternoon, and while he's here, he'll be making his way by foot within individual cities. He uses an RV to get city to city, and by foot, he's visiting a variety of first responders, giving them meals, giving them gift cards in order to thank them for all that they do.
This, more than anything, has helped me. Getting to reconnect with your family, your brothers and your sisters, and these first responders that put it all on the line daily, and you know what that feeling means. And if I can get one thing out of this, it's to let people know that there are options. You know, that final, when you think there's no way out, pick up the phone and call a nonprofit.
Larry will be continuing on to Tucson after his time here in Phoenix. On Friday, he'll be hosting a meal that he calls Feed 'em Friday, where he's going to take some food to the VA. Additionally, he'll go to the Salvation Army and bring some desserts to the individuals there. Then he'll be continuing on westward. He's expected to arrive in California on November 9th, just in time for the Marine Ball. If you are interested in helping support Larry and support the individuals that he's visiting on hump.org. I'm Christy Siefkin. In time for the Marine Ball. If you are interested in helping support Larry and support the individuals that he's visiting on his journey, you can visit www.thehump.org. I'm Christy Siefkin, Fox 10 News.
That is great. Coming up next at 5, we're going to run down the songs that people turn on to make them happy. See if yours is on the list.
And volunteers lending a helping
walk to school.
A woman's dress and grabbing her from behind. This all happened in a neighborhood on 59th Avenue just north of Beardsley. And tonight, detectives have a sketch of that suspect. Fox 10's Marcy Jones has the latest.
According to police, this took place around 1:40 p.m. on September 9th. Neighbors here in this area say that it's very disturbing and disgusting, and it was pretty bold of this guy to do it in broad daylight. They say now they're keeping their eyes and ears out until this guy is off the streets. This Glendale neighborhood on high alert after police say a man lifted up a female's skirt and grabbed her inappropriately.
That was the worst thing I could have heard, and I heard it. So, and it's a great neighborhood. Unfortunately, things like this happen way too frequently. I know the people in the neighborhood pretty well, so hopefully we can get the word out there and get this guy caught.
The incident happening near this tight-knit community who says children are out and about all the time.
Play in the cul-de-sacs, they play basketball, they go back and forth to each other's house to swim, to play all through the weekends. After school, in the morning, they walk to school. So this is a big shocker.
While the suspect is still out there, parents we spoke to say, unfortunately, this will force them to make changes in their routine until he's off the streets.
There's no walking to the Starbucks to get green tea or anything like that. Unfortunately, that's just going to have to stop until this guy is captured, and we are going to have to do the best we can to get this guy off the street.
And off camera, I spoke to a friend of the victim who said this happened all while she was waiting for the bus. She doesn't have her license yet. She says that she's okay, but obviously very shaken up. Now, of course, if you have any information about this incident, you're asked to call police immediately. In Glendale, Marcy Jones, Fox 10 News.
The body of an Arizona woman is found in New Mexico, and deputies are treating this case now as a murder investigation. Someone discovered that body of the 33-year-old victim on Sunday night. It was along a road in Ranchos de Taos. Feedback at facebook.com/Fox10Phoenix, and you'll also find the detailed costs that will be incurred in the future in this case.
I'm a firm believer of justice. I'm a firm believer of doing the right thing, and I can't repeat it enough of just holding people accountable. You know, numerous times I've been saying I'm an African American. You know, I am not happy what or how, you know, the justice have been, you know, kind of dealt with over the years, you know, the state of oppression in our community. But we also, as black people, have to do right by ourselves. You know, we can't be hypocrites.
Carolina Panthers quarterback Cam Newton there speaking out after a deadly shooting in Charlotte. There was a violent protest overnight that continues into this evening after a black police officer killed a black man. Investigators say Keith Lamont Scott had a gun, but the family is disputing law enforcement's account of exactly what happened. And the protest, again, continuing for another night. Jonathan Siri has more.
Protests breaking out here in Charlotte, North Carolina.